Hi all, it's Matt here from Style Factory, your go-to resource for website builder reviews and e-commerce tips. In this updated Wix versus Squarespace comparison, I'm going to highlight the key reasons you might want to use Wix over Squarespace and the key reasons to use Squarespace instead. Let's start by taking a look at the key reasons to choose Wix over Squarespace. 1. Wix can be used entirely for free. While Squarespace only gives you access to a free trial, Wix gives you access to a completely free plan that can be used for as long as you like. Now it has to be said that this Wix free plan is really basic. You can't sell products with it, it doesn't let you use a custom domain name, and it places prominent Wix ads on your site. But it does let you build a simple but attractive website for free and gives you a nice way to get to grips with the platform. I've put a link to this free plan in the video description. 2. A much larger range of templates is available from Wix. With website building tools like Wix or Squarespace, you typically use a pre-designed template as the starting point for your site's layout. And Wix gives you far more of these to choose from than Squarespace. There are over 2,600 templates available from Wix, while Squarespace limits you to around 190. 3. Wix is more flexible when it comes to payment processing. Wix gives you a lot more options for processing payments than Squarespace. While Squarespace limits you to using just a few payment processing tools, Wix works with over 80. This gives you more flexibility when it comes to transaction fees and payment methods, and lets you work with the payment processors that are most popular in your country of operation. 4. Wix is better for building multilingual sites. If you want to translate your website into multiple languages, there are no additional charges for doing so in Wix. You just add the free Wix Multilingual app to your site and you can translate it into over 180 different languages. But to translate your content in Squarespace, you'll have to make use of a paid-for Weglot integration. This can work out very expensive if you have a high word count on your site or need to work with lots of different languages. 5. Wix lets you display prices in multiple currencies. You tend to get more sales on an online store if you present your product prices in your visitor's local currency. Wix gives you some features out of the box for doing this, while Squarespace doesn't. 6. Wix gives you access to a lot more apps and integrations. When it comes to adding functionality to your website easily, Wix beats Squarespace. That's because its App Store contains over 1,400 apps and integrations, while Squarespace's equivalent Extension Store only contains around 40. Wix's larger range of apps makes it easier to add new features to your website or integrate it with other tools. Okay, so those are 6 key areas where Wix beats Squarespace. If you're interested in trying Wix out, you'll find a link to its entirely free plan in the video description. You'll also find a link to the free Style Factory e-commerce kit in the video description. This gives you access to a host of free resources to help you build an online store or website. Next, I'm going to take a look at the things that Squarespace does better than Wix. But just before I do that, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe or follow wherever you're watching it. This helps us out and gives you easy access to all our website building and e-commerce tips. Okay, so let's move on to the reasons to choose Squarespace over Wix. 1. Squarespace is easier to use. Based on the website builder tests we've carried out at Style Factory, we feel that the Squarespace interface is one of the very best available. It's uncluttered, elegant, and very easy to build websites with. Although the Wix learning curve isn't terribly steep, we feel that most users will find it easier to build and maintain a website using Squarespace. 2. Squarespace uses responsive design. Websites that use responsive design automatically resize themselves to suit the device they're being viewed on, whether that's a smartphone, tablet, or desktop computer. Responsive design makes building websites easier because you're only dealing with one version of your site. It's also a design approach that's officially encouraged by Google. Sites using it can receive preferential treatment in search results over ones that don't. Now, although Wix lets you create mobile-friendly sites easily enough, they're not truly responsive. By contrast, all Squarespace templates are 100% responsive, which makes your life easier from both a design and SEO point of view. 3. The Squarespace templates are stunning. Squarespace templates have a reputation within the design industry as being extremely attractive in appearance. They have a wow factor that you won't always find in competing platforms' template ranges. Although there are considerably fewer templates available from Squarespace than from Wix, its range is still pretty extensive, and we feel that from an aesthetics point of view, Squarespace templates often beat Wix's. If you'd like to take a look at the Squarespace templates, check out the video description where you'll find a link to its full template library. 4. You can export content more easily with Squarespace. Unlike Wix, Squarespace gives you tools to export your website's pages and blog posts. So if you end up moving to another website building platform down the line, you'll find this easier to do with Squarespace. 5. Squarespace gives you unlimited storage on all plans. Unlike Wix, Squarespace doesn't place any limits on how many files you can store on your website. By contrast, most Wix plans place limits on file storage with just 2 GB of storage provided on Wix's entry-level Lite plan. 6. Squarespace lets you add CSS to your site. Unlike Wix, Squarespace lets you add custom CSS to your site, code that lets you make bespoke changes to your template. It also gives you access to a much larger range of typefaces, making it easier to keep your site consistent with your main brand. 7. Squarespace is better for selling gated content. Squarespace is a better option than Wix for selling gated content like courses, premium articles, and members-only videos. That's because, unlike Wix, it comes with a built-in membership site feature. This is very easy to use and makes paywalling content a breeze. Wix can be used to sell premium content too, but the process for doing so requires more add-ons, along with a fair amount of manual configuration. So those are 7 key ways in which Squarespace beats Wix. If you'd like to try Squarespace out, do check out the video description, where you'll find a link to an extendable 2-week trial of the platform along with an exclusive discount code for it. Okay, so now it's verdict time. As is often the case with website builders, deciding between Wix and Squarespace depends on your needs. If you want maximum flexibility, lots of apps and integrations, or you need features like multilingual support and a wider choice of payment gateways, then Wix is the stronger option. It's also the only one of the 2 platforms to give you a completely free plan. Squarespace, however, remains the better choice if your priority is ease of use and design quality. Its templates are more polished, all of them are responsive, and the interface is one of the most user-friendly we've come across. It's also a stronger solution if you plan on selling gated content. Of course, the best way to find out which platform is right for you is to try both Wix and Squarespace out. Check out the links in the video description to access special free trials for both, along with a discount code for Squarespace. I hope you found our Wix versus Squarespace comparison helpful, but there are lots more pros and cons of both platforms to discover. You'll find all these in our full Wix versus Squarespace blog post comparison. I've put a link to this in the video description, or just Google Style Factory Wix versus Squarespace to find it. Before you go, we'd love you to subscribe or follow wherever you're watching this video. And finally, if you have any questions, do leave them in the comment section. We read them all and we'll do our best to help.